Welcome to Nassau, Bahamas. This is a beautiful island in the Caribbean and an incredibly popular cruise port. But don't worry, if you don't pay for an excursion, there is a lot of fun to have completely for free.
We're Gary and Kara. Today we're showing you some of the best of Nassau on foot.
Today we're in Nassau and we're doing something different. We are not getting on a tour bus and we are not paying hundreds of dollars for an excursion. We are walking. First up, off the ship, you get filtered directly into the port marketplace. They've renovated this recently and it's really nice. It's a good spot to grab a quick bite or a quick drink or do some souvenir shopping. If you have limited mobility or you're just uncomfortable walking around in a new country, this may be a good place for you to go for your first visit.
Okay, 99% of the people leaving this area from the ship are turning right to go to the straw market and to the loud tourist type bars. We're not doing that. We're gonna turn left.
Because we're starting our day in Nassau with our absolute favorite spot. It's called Riptide Brewery.
A lot of people are nervous to walk away from the main tourist hub in Nassau, but let me reassure you, this walk is easy, it's very safe. You're basically walking parallel to the water for about 15 minutes. The sidewalks are good, it's a straight shot, and you get to see a quieter side of the city.
And here we are. This is why we walk. This is not a tourist trap. We love this place because it's relaxed, it's authentic, and it is always a good time. We're at Riptide in Nassau, Bahamas, and we met Christine, the owner, and you're the head brewer too, right?
I actually am. Yeah, I'm the only female brewer of the Bahamas. A little fun fact.
Only female brewer in the Bahamas. Amazing.
Yeah. So I've been brewing for 9 years. Well, it's good to see you guys back.
Yeah, good to see you too.
We have more on the menu this time, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
8 options, and it is such a close walk from the port. I mean, it's a no-brainer, and I don't know, what did you say, about 15 minutes?
It was probably about
just
15
under.
minutes. Super easy, sidewalks, and Nassau is a beautiful place. It was an easy walk.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's very safe. And then once you get here, you're ready to settle in for some freshly made and brewed Bahamian craft beer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All her beer is made here in the brew house right here, the tap room. There's Wi-Fi, air conditioning, lots of games. It's a really, really fun place. So what year did you open?
So we opened in 2020. We were like a COVID company, actually. We didn't get open. So we were supposed to open in March. We finally got open, I think it was mid-June.
Okay.
Closed back down in August. It was a tough time for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So 2.5 years later, I have new business partners. The company's pointing in the right direction and everything's uphill from here. Very, very positive. Welcome, everyone. It is such a pleasure to have this brewery. I hope that you make your way to Riptide. It's a small little unassuming spot and lots of AC, fun games, and fantastic freshly brewed Bahamian craft beer.
Brewed by Christine.
Brewed by me.
Now we'll show you the Queen's Staircase. A short, approximately half-mile walk to this attraction. These 66 steps were carved out of solid limestone in the late 1700s.
On our upcoming cruise, we checked, this walking tour is approximately $30 per person. As long as you're comfortable navigating on your own, this is a great way to save that money.
And it's located within the Fort Fincastle historic complex and leads to Fort Fincastle itself, which is situated partially on Bennett's Hill, which is the highest point in Nassau.
The view from the fort is incredible. You can actually see our ship docked way down there.
If you're up for a bigger challenge or a longer walk, Fort Charlotte is about 1.5 miles from the port area. And a third fort, Fort Montagu, is about 2.2 miles away towards the end of the island. We've done both of these farther forts a number of times, and they're both worth visiting.
So starting back from the port area again, if you turn right, you'll run into the main tourist areas. As you can see, there are sidewalks, there are plenty of people walking around, and some familiar business names along this route. You're still within visual distance of the port and your ship while you're out on your walking adventure.
This is the British Colonial Hotel. If you're a James Bond fan, pay attention. Thunderball and Never Say Never Again were both filmed here. It's got that beautiful, old-school colonial architecture.
The Margaritaville Beach Resort in Nassau is available with day passes if you want, or you can just walk around the grounds and enjoy the view of their water park and their beach.
Directly next to Margaritaville is Junkanoo Beach, which has plenty of options for a snack, a drink, and they have access to the free public beach. This is a very popular destination and only about 15 minutes from the port.
As we head back towards the port, we found the Real Pirates of Nassau Museum. If you have kids, or if you just love that pirate vibe, this is a great interactive museum. It tells the real history of the golden age of piracy.
If you like craft beer and pirate history, this is going to be your happy place. This is Pirate Republic Brewing. It was the very first craft brewery in the Bahamas, and it's right on the harbor front.
It's air conditioned, the Wi-Fi is usually decent, and the beer is solid. It's definitely touristy, but in a fun way. So grab a pint or a flight and toast to Blackbeard.
Just down the street is the world famous straw market. This is sensory overload. If you want a hand-woven bag or a hat, this is the spot. But a warning, you have to negotiate. It's just part of the game here.
Can I help you all today, darling?
Thank you. So we walk back to the port area to the ferry terminal for the embark location to the water taxi to Atlantis. That is about $7 cash US per person each way.
If you want to do this one, do it earlier in the day. The water taxi waits to fill up before leaving. It's not on a strict clock. If you're in a rush to get back to the ship, you need to account for island time.
We didn't take this taxi on this trip, but it is a relaxing way to get over to Atlantis and save some money on cab fare.
The water taxi drops you right near Atlantis. You don't need a day pass to walk around Marina Village, look at the shops, and see the resort architecture. It's a great way to experience Atlantis without the massive price tag.
Because speaking of massive price tag, the day passes are available for varying fees, including different accesses to the water park, the pools, the beaches, but the full all-day pass is $195 per person.
Some pro tips for visiting Nassau. Number one, bring cash. The straw market, the water taxi, and some of the bars and restaurants will only take cash. All the locations do accept US currency. Number two, remember you're in the Bahamas, it's hot. So bring a hat for some shade, put on some sunscreen, bring water from the ship, and maybe a backpack and some good walking shoes. Number three, pay attention to ship time. The ship will not wait for you if you're out on your own and you're late.
And that is how you do Nassau on foot. We saw history, drank local beer, explored the island, and all on our own schedule. If you enjoyed this DIY guide, hit that subscribe button for more cruising tips and travel guides.
We'll see you in the next port.
Happy cruising!